This is from the company, the OTB, means over the beach. I actually got a pair of their Abyss shoes and then a pair of their T-Cool, kind of like their all-around top shoes. I will go over both of them. Let's set these aside right now. This company reached out to me and he said that he thinks that these would be great for the kayaking type shoe, especially when we do these long hikes over like a really rough terrain. Sometimes these Astral shoes, these are great shoes, don't get me wrong, and my Palm boots. Where a lot of these fall short is in the hiking. So if you're walking long distances and you need something with a little more stability and feel more rugged, this is the shoe for you. I have been very impressed with these. Now I've had these for about 2 months. As you can see, I've been really rough on them. I've not been easy on them. What they've done, I think they've mixed the best of both worlds in these Abyss. Listen to that. Listen to the difference. It even has a different sound to it. So let me show you kind of what's going on with this shoe. They made this sock liner. At first, I didn't think that would be that good, but I really like that this sock type liner right here. I still wear socks with these boots. What it does, it actually stops rocks and gravel and sand and things like that going down in there. It has a nice tight feel, a little bit of padding on the ankle bones right there and there. And then it's got the OTB, a little stronger in the back, has a pull tab in the front and back, so there's 2 pull tabs for pulling it straight up. And then to get it off the foot, I just basically grab it, open that up, and pop it off like that, because these things almost have a vacuum down on the foot, which is really good, because if you've ever swam and lost your shoe, usually it's because you don't have a high top. You get a high top like this, it's not coming off your foot. It stays on there for a while. These never came untied. There's some sort of wax coating on these. Look how stiff these laces are. They have a very stiff kind of look to them, and maybe that'll wear off over time, but right now from 2 months of use, you can see they're still holding up well. This has a really hard bump toe on it, so if you ever hit your toe on a rock or step down in between 2 rocks, it's going to protect it a lot better, but it also runs all the way around to the back of the heel, so it's got a nice heel like plate back there, and they're very solid. It's a very solid boot. It feels durable. Now, and the reason, if you're like me and you also do some diving from time to time, here's my fins right here, by the way, and this is the shoe that I've been using for my dive fins. They're very flexible. These things are pretty much not the best in my opinion, but check these things out. These are actually articulated to go down in a fin, so if you're like me and you're going back and forth between, you know, diving and kayaking, this is the boot for you. That goes on there perfect, and it's super, it gives you, when you push your foot, there's no flex. And right here, check that out. You see that? That shanks right down the middle, which is good for hiking and like fins like that. It fits very well in a boat. It fits really good in creek boats, half slices. You're not getting these down in play boats, or you're not getting them down in full slices. Good luck on that. They have a really good drainage port. I love how they did that. They have a really like wide opening there, and it's mesh on the top, so it drains out there and it drains out there. These drain, for what they are, they drain extremely well, because it's designed for like a, you know, an aquatic, like when you jump out of a boat and then you walk onto shore, you need it to drain fast. You don't want your boots filled up with water and have all that in there. So let's go ahead, let's test the hardness of this. You know what? I know all you dorks out there are probably like, really? So you really never bringing out another meter. This is a Sure A meter. So on an Astral shoe, this is what I'm using for a reference. On the toe, let's make sure it's zeroed out. We are on the very tip, we're at 62, 63, 62. So the softness, and what I'd found out, they went really soft with the rubber around the tips right here. So right around there, it's softer. Then when you start getting back, check this out. So down in this lug right here, this lug pattern, we're at 63, 64, and this lug pattern, 56. Now that doesn't seem like much, but that's definitely softer to the touch when you feel of it. So the heel area looks like we're at 62 on the heel area, 57, 58 on the heel area of that, 65, 65, 70, 69 right there on that edge right there, 65, 56, 54, 53. It's a little tougher right here. So they did seem like they stiffened it up a little bit, 63. So these were almost 70 in the actual toe area, and then it slowly went down. And if you want more of a casual shoe, go with the T-Cools here. I use these for hiking. I did some hiking trips in them. You can see them. These fit more like a traditional tennis shoe. It is a little warm. There's not much ventilation in it, but I think it's going to be a really good shoe for me going forward for a little bit of everything. You guys leave in the comments below if you've ever used any of the OTB products and what you think about them, and if it's something you might be using, you know, going forward for kayaking, for fishing, thing like that. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the OTB Abyss and OTB T-Cool. See y'all in the next video.